A caller to U Radio says they knew the census was going to fail on census night. Courtesy, U. The site is now available for Australians to fill their census forms out, after almost 2 days of being out of action. The Australian Bureau of Statistics tweeted confirmation of the news on Thursday afternoon, as well as thanking people for their patience, and apologising for the inconvenience. The return of the website comes as Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull said earlier today he was deeply unhappy with the debacle. It shouldn't have happened. I am not happy about it. None of us are, Mr. Turnbull said. More than people had already submitted their census forms within 30 minutes of the site coming back to life, Fairfax reported. The ABS is expected to make a statement on the crash and fallout later today. Many Australians took to social media to celebrate the return of the census. Starting to complete the Sharp Census form online. Sharp Census site is back up and running. Go back to your computers in a calm and orderly fashion. Pic. Twitter.com/mjdet. They knew it was going to fail. Testing of the new census site showed it was consistently failing days before the site went live, an insider has revealed. A caller to Sydney radio station U this morning, identified only as Ross, said a colleague from the Australian Bureau of Statistics saw firsthand how the testing systems had repeatedly failed. He also said those working on the project knew it was bound to end in disaster. I have a colleague who works in geosocial analysis at the ABS and sits near the testers who work with IB, Ross said. He saw some of the load testing that was being done prior to census website going up and it was failing. He knew that it was going to fail. A lot of them knew. Ross said his colleague was now worried about his job and people were too scared to speak out. He also told the station that his faith in the entire system was now broken. They knew it was going to happen. It's shocking, Ross said. I've filled in the census for years and my complete trust has gone out the window. It's wrong, it's embarrassing. This story has gone global. Ross added we would all be laughing if this was another country and that someone had to take the blame. As the site remained down for a second day, many Australians were left asking if the site would crash again and if their details were indeed safe. The ABS has been contacted regarding the claims and when the site was expected to be operating. The testing failure claim came despite repeated assurances from Census Australia, who said that the first digital census would not be a repeat the click frenzy crash of 2012. Australian Bureau of Statistics census boss Chris Libreri told News.com earlier this week that the digital snapshot of 2016 would not fail. We have load tested it at 150% of the number of people we think are going to be on it on Tuesday for 8 hours straight and it didn't look like flinching, he said. We wouldn't do it unless we were able to safely do it. We have evolved it and we are confident. As early as Tuesday, the ABS maintained census night would not be a disaster. Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull today admitted the ABS had failed and warned heads would roll over the debacle. Mr. Turnbull said he expected the site to be back online today and urged Australians to complete the compulsory survey. This has been a failure of the ABS, he said. The ABS has inconvenienced millions of Australians. It shouldn't have happened. I am not happy about it. None of us are. PM Malcolm Turnbull says there were serious failures in the preparations for the census.